it's 20mm RPG, Rick here. And with me today is the gang. We have Big Bad RPG playing
Captain Cʀᴜsᴜᴇs.
Aha. And if you haven't remembered from the last time, long time ago when I uploaded an episode, he is the
Captain Cʀᴜsᴜᴜ half-elf duelist.
All right. Then we have down underneath me here is Bernier, who is being played by Mr. Max.
Yep, Bernier, human thief.
Anything else we should know about him? He's
got a
just
big
sneaky
mouth.
guy. He's got a big mouth. He has a littler mouth than before. And then, of course, kitty corner from me is Spencer from the Dispencer Show, playing Hank.
He's lawful good elf, willing to help his fellow patrons.
And Hank is obviously short for something that's entirely indecipherable by human standards. So that's been his nickname.
Short
All
for
right.
Henry.
Short for Henry. How do you say that word? Henry.
Henry.
And today, once again, I will go over basically my rules so you folks out there fully understand what's going on here. We're going full theater of the mind, playing Castles and Crusades. And as narrator, I have to stay in narration mode, which means I will only be narrating the environments or the actions or what the NPCs say. And as my players will provide here, they will stay in character throughout the entire episode, and they will say where they are going or what they are doing within a first-person kind of aspect. And that's how we handle things here. So we shall proceed, continuing on from our last episode. This one is going to be a little bit more spooky. So, the entire intrepid group is at the gates of Nessa, the hamlet, ruled by strange, somewhat aggressively type of tyrannical man by the name of Serviant. And they are doing a quest in order to slay the griffin, which is terrorizing the North Road. And they are on their way. Outside of Nessa, you see a group of men approaching with 3 captives in chain. They are approaching the gates, doing their thing, tugging on the chains, moving their prisoners along. And you notice that the prisoners is 1 woman and 2 men.
Alec, you know what's going on there? You know what's it about?
Yeah, Hank, you should know all about these people. What's going on over there?
They did something very bad.
Move aside, says the lead. We're bringing in the prisoners for surveillance.
Well, hold on a second. We could use some prisoners, actually.
What are you talking about? Who are you? He looks at you.
I'm Captain Cʀᴜsᴜᴜᴜ, famous griffin hunter. I'm taking care of this problem for your boss.
Oh, well, move aside. We got to take these prisoners in.
Sure, we could use them to feed them to the griffin.
We have a grip for...
Hold on. What did these guys do that they need to be put in prison?
Oh, captives. We captured them. Those people that worship Peony in the open.
We have a grid for Provident Man from Lord Servian. So maybe we can like request those.
What?
Show him the writ, Bernay.
What
I
do
give
you
him the
want?
paper.
He looks at the paper. I can't read. What is this?
Any equipment that we need, we can take.
We get-
He looks it over. He's like, he looks over at the guards over at the gate. He goes, what are these men talking about?
I point at him at the
But-
corpse in the cart. You see, we got some old corpse there, but maybe fresh one would be better. And now you providing us some.
You see the two guards at the gate start approaching, seeing what's going on, and they're looking things over. They're like, "What do you mean? What are you talking about here?" And they're looking at things over. One guy takes a look at the writ. He's like, this is one of them things with the seals. You know, they're important people.
Very
And
important business.
Very important people.
Exactly.
And this-
Calrissian. Remember the name.
The slave trader kind of looks at you. He goes, "Well, what do you want to give me for these fine prisoners then?"
Well, we take them in the name of Lord Servian. So if you want remuneration for them, you have to go see with the Lord.
But the prisoners stay with us.
But the prisoners stay with us because we're leaving now.
He looks over at the guards, and the guards are like, He looks at you. He goes, "Okay, well then, alrighty. Sounds like I'll go give you these slaves then, and I will go ahead and talk to Lord Servian about my payment then."
So
Yeah,
Here.
don't worry about it.
Good
He'll
idea.
take care of that, and you just take the chains off them, and we'll be on our way.
He goes ahead and just gives you the chains and gives you the keys.
Thank you kindly.
appreciate your business.
Right.
See you soon.
I
Good.
think
The
the-
woman is a lot of trouble, he says, and then he
They all are.
starts
Yeah, they all-
proceeding
they all
in
are.
towards the gate.
I take the chain and I attach it to the cart.
Okay, and you note that the three, rather an old elderly man. The next one is a young man, but he seems to be missing an arm. And the last one, the woman, looks quite exceptional. Her.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Now, Captain, you gotta hold it all together, man. We
Well, I
got
got
a
a
job to
wife
do
waiting.
first.
I got a wife waiting for me in a different. I can't.
These
Yeah,
these
When we're
people are
done, maybe
looking at you strangely.
I'll let you buy her from me, Hank. Maybe if you do a good job, be a
All
reward.
right. Let's get moving, guys.
Let's
We
go.
need to go get this monster for catch a
That's-
monster to catch a monster.
See
We'll worry
Arak
about this
just
after. Let's
shaking
go
his
get this
head.
monster.
As we start to move on, I'm talking to these the slaves, asking them, "What did you guys do?"
Oh, I'm just a farmer. And the other guy, I'm just his son, but I lost my arm.
What happened? What happened to your arm?
Yeah, how did you get your arm cut?
It's a little farming accident.
Where are you
Well-
from?
The outskirts of the town up north.
What, Eberin?
Yeah, that's a name.
That's a
Why
name.
did they bring you back here? Like, what do you think would happen to you?
Well, we were doing our morning ablutions outside of our farm, and these guys came along and they went ahead and grabbed us and said that we were heretics and they're taking us away.
Arok, what who's worship here?
Eric goes ahead and
Yes, sir.
spits, and looking up from his seat on the wagon. He looks down. He goes, "Well, these guys they worship kind of like the the more sinister types, Egric, that sort of thing.
Oh, makes sense now. What about you, woman? What is your deal?
She looks at you. I am a Druidess. And he goes, yeah, she's a Druidess. That's Xenia.
Xenia? Is she a capable
Xenia.
warrior?
She looks at me. I am not a warrior. I am a Druidess.
What is that? You play with sticks in the woods? I mean, I don't understand.
Well, if you let me go, I will be able to demonstrate.
Well, we'll let you go, but we got to get away from here first. Obviously, we'll just take you back.
Yeah.
She concedes, nods.
Let's head out.
Ark is like, yeah, she's nothing but trouble. I'd keep her in chains myself. You know, he
I can
goes
see that.
ahead and goads on the donkey to head on forwards. The wagon starts moving forwards down the road.
Well, what was your name again, woman?
Xenia.
Xenia? That's a long name. Just call you Xenia.
Do you know the priestess in Nibirin?
I've heard of her, but we're not really seeing eye to eye.
Oh no, really?
Why is that?
Oh, well, obviously I'm a Druidess. I don't worship the peony.
Oh, that's what those slavers told us where your crime were.
Yeah.
Worshipping
They
peony.
caught me in the middle of the forest. I was just doing my own sort of things, collecting up roots, herbs, that sort of thing.
Sounds like you're up to no good.
What you
She
doing with
looks
those
at you.
roots and herbs? Well, now you are on your way to be griffin food, so I guess it's all part of natural
wonderful.
circle.
Do you know anything about these watermelon fruit tangled monster vines that are in the forest up here?
What is Arak taking you there? Oh God.
That's
Yeah.
That's
Um,
the plan.
I wasn't too thrilled with this plan.
It's a good one though.
Is it?
About to find
Arak
out.
says, my plan is perfect. We go ahead and find that Tanglevine creature, and we go ahead and we capture it in the middle of the night when it's most inactive.
Man,
And we take it out to where the griffin is going to attack us, and we use it against it.
there's no such thing as a
Solid.
perfect plan.
Sounds
And when
pretty
somebody
solid,
tell
too.
you that its plan is perfect, I always say fucking run, man.
I mean, it sounds pretty solid though. Like, you got the druid lady. She knows how to tangle monsters of plant variety.
So what's your objection, Xenia?
She looks at, she's like, that sounds like a weird plan to me. I wouldn't do that.
I like her.
You can have her, Berne.
Well,
What are you talking about? She kind of, looks at you
Worry
both
about it.
and
You worry about it later. Let's just head out.
hey, I'm not worse than being griffin food.
the group looks at each other and they kind of,
All right, let's get moving.
and they continue on down the road. Further on, you encounter more of a flatter area closing into the region of the river. The night is starting to become darker at this time, and the sun is falling. You see up ahead a large amount of rolling, undulating hills. In between, you can see bits of swamp area, taller trees sprouting up into the sky, creating a canopy of darkening leaves overhead.
I
Now
put
that
on
we're-
my leather coif.
Hey, now that we're away from those guys, you want to release the druid? Think it's safe?
What about the other two? The farmer. Zinnia,
might as
can
well
you
release.
I'll just release them both or all of them.
Zinnia, can
Yeah,
you take those guys to safety somewhere?
Hank goes ahead and undoes the prisoners. And she's
guys-
like,
you
"What,
guys
what
are
do you
free to
want
go.
me to do? Just take them away someplace?"
Well,
Find
yeah,
somewhere
like-
safe to go.
Well, I mean, the druid might be helpful. What do you guys want to send her away to?
Can you be beautiful?
Is she willing to help us? Like, are you willing to help us, Xenia?
What's in it for me? My freedom,
Well,
I suppose.
yeah, we just fucking like
course.
got you out of this your trouble.
We're best friends now. We just saved your life.
I do appreciate it, she says. Yeah, I will help you if that's what you need.
Yeah, we can
But
let
the
these
thing
other two
is-
go, but
This
Sure.
motherfucker Servian and those slave catcher can never fucking see you again then, because otherwise it's gonna come back on us. You know, we're gonna
Yeah,
tell
we're gonna
them
tell them to
we
escape.
fed you to you no you're gonna wait they escape or we
they
fed
escape.
them to the monster.
well, put it on them. They escape from us. They just go ahead and
No,
kill
because
them.
it make us look bad.
We tell them they escape while we're getting the griffin. So
How about this as a compromise, guys? They can go any which way they want, except back there where the other guards are.
if anybody sees them, though,
Yeah,
they escaped.
They're not going to
No.
see them with a forest this big.
The farmer and the son both perk up. They go, "Yeah, we're not going back to that place, whatever that was."
I hope not.
yeah, and fucking grow a beard and use Zinnia fucking shave your head. I don't know, like change your appearance.
Exactly. And remember the name of the man who freed you, Calrissian.
And Hank.
Okay, Calrissian and Hank.
can
Thank
forget my
you,
name.
thank you.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't worry about him.
The old man takes his son, and
Don't worry
they
about him.
start heading along down the road. They wave as they continue on. Thank you. And they continue on. Arak looks over to the side. He says, "We travel that way," and he points over towards the marsh.
All right.
It's gonna be
Let's
it's
go.
gonna be a little hard, but we can do it.
Can the card go through it?
Probably a little ways. We'll probably have to carry the thing all the way over to the cart, though.
Oh boy,
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
it'll be fine.
Well, we'll make
Yeah,
it work.
I got you
Wait.
some free chain that you wanted, and no one knows who you are. You're going to be a master thief, Bernay.
Okay. We need the chain, we need the rope, and the bait just in case.
Yeah, that's a lot to carry.
It is a lot to carry. What kind of
Yes,
druids?
they're druids.
Are
What
you,
they can do?
are you capable of, like, I don't know, helping us
collect-
move this thing?
They got a roots.
What help would you need?
Well, do you know about beasts and we're trying to capture this thing and trying to capture a griffin and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I agree with Arik's plan if that's what you are doing to approach it during the night, because that is when it's most dormant. Once the light hits the creature, it will be rather active and rather cantankerous.
what is that in that creature except for like a watermelon with tentacle?
If that's how you want to describe it, it is just a plant.
No, you have control over plants, right? You can soothe them, maybe, perhaps.
I can try to charm it, but I have my highest doubts I will be able to control it. It's
Can you make-
I have complete faith
Yeah,
in
but
you.
Can you make the
gotta
swamp
have faith
dry?
in yourself. Like we all have faith in you, Xenia.
Yeah. Can you make the swamp dry so we can travel through it easier?
Ooh.
Well, she considers, if I go ahead and cast a spell to dispel water, it will just fill up again. So,
So no. Okay.
no.
Okay.
Oh gosh. I guess let's just get going.
Well, if you got like anything you can to propose, like
Yeah,
We
if you
get
can
all
do
the
anything to
help.
help us out on our journey, it'd be a great help.
Well, let me do
Even the
this.
slightest thing.
she goes ahead and starts doing some form of a yoga motion and goes down onto her butt, cross-legged onto the ground, and she starts communing with nature. And she speaks up and says, "The creature that we are looking for will be that way," and she points. The driest way is ahead and to the left. Stay on the higher upper areas.
Huh. What do you think of that, Rock? Aren't you jealous?
Well, she has some kind of uses, I guess.
That'd be useful for a hunter, eh?
Yeah.
If you weren't so ugly, you could take her for wife.
I have my old lady back home, he says.
Yeah, that's
she's
fine.
old. All right, you guys ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Art
Let's do it.
goes ahead and grabs some of the rope, keeps it over his shoulder. I'm ready. You got some
Let's go.
grapple or anything?
We need the cage.
Need the cage? Can we bring the cage?
No. We'll leave the
Bring it back.
cage here, he says. We'll bring it back here.
Let's go, and I got everything I need.
I thought we were putting
I'm
the
good.
bait
Yep.
in the cage. I'm fuzzy on the detail.
He's but we're capturing it during the night. It's dormant.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, I guess.
Should have no
Let's do
problems gathering this thing if it's night.
So the plant is dormant at night then. Okay. Well, let's get going then.
it. Let's get going
Art
then.
starts heading off into the dark.
You got your chain,
First
Bernay?
I got my chain.
All right. I got my grapple. Hank,
I got my bare hands.
that's good as it's going to get.
Art
Baron?
says, "Hey, maybe Xenia should go up ahead. She's the one who knows the way a little bit better."
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Then get up there, would you?
Okay. She goes
Thank
ahead, starts moving herself up ahead.
Right behind
We
you.
got you covered in
Alright.
case things go
Goes-
bad.
Yeah, I'll
She
go.
looks around. She goes ahead and grabs a branch and pulls that out and goes ahead and knocks off the mud off of it and uses it as her staff. And she starts moving along forwards, poking a little bit ahead as she goes along.
Xenia,
And Arak
I
follows.
under a knife. One of my knife. I say it's better than nothing, I guess. No,
Oh, thank you. She goes ahead and tucks that away into her.
don't use it against us.
Yeah, I have no intentions of doing so. I am so appreciative that you have saved me. So I will not have to use any kind of magic or divinations in order to make my way from you.
Yeah,
I
only on
trust you.
Bernier.
Much appreciated.
She moves along up ahead and keeps on going. Wanders up a little bit of a rise. You can feel your feet kind of sink into the bog up ahead. You feel the wetness start soaking into your armor, into your boots.
This one hell of a trudge through this mud here.
Yeah, I hate
The
the
sun
Seems like it's getting
disappears behind the hill, leaving you in complete darkness. Hank can see ahead, no problem.
Pull up
Until-
my sword and just use it as a glow to see in front of me.
You can
think
just
my-
see in the general vicinity about 10 feet in front of you, Cal.
Yeah, take my crystal out as well.
Now it gets a little brighter, of course, with the combination of lights. And the general area 20 feet around is vaguely visible with a lot of shadowing overlapping each other, making odd, weird shapes with the trees and the branches,
Let's
witch's
proceed
hair
further
coming
carefully.
down.
How's it looking up there, Zen?
It says a little bit further here. Starts marching along.
All right.
She
How
climbs
much further?
over
Everybody
into
get guard.
Hmm?
How much further?
she's about she says about maybe 300 yards this way.
Oh, okay. I like tell us a little bit before so we can like try to come up with a plan and just like walk on the thing.
We're going to have to go ahead and, by the looks of it, go into a little bit of the deep area here. It looks to be about waist deep, and she's prodding her staff in front.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that at all either. What's in that? What on that bug? Are they like nasty other creature?
Oh, there could be. She's looking around. It could be fish. There could be
Fish. There could be monsters in there. Waste
leeches, that sort of thing.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. I got a good eye on what's going on right now.
All right, everybody, wait a second.
I can't wait to be back.
Wait a second. Hank's got a good eye. He's going to lead us through this bog with Zen. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna walk up and sit with Zen and Ulrich up there. And
I give Hank. Hank, hold on. I give him one of my crystals. Here you go.
I don't need the crystal. I can see fine.
Okay, I'll put it in my pocket then.
Can I climb on your
put
shoulder?
Put it in your pocket, man. Just.
Bernay, get your
I'll get
weapon.
up there.
Bernay, get a weapon out. They're probably gonna get killed.
I draw a dagger for now.
Hank ends up proceeding ahead with Xenia as well as Arak. Arak looks around. He's like, I can't see a single thing. I'm going to need a torch or something.
It's
And
okay,
Xenia-
Ulrich. I got this. Just stay close to me. You'll be fine. Just keep following beside me.
Oh, wonderful. Putting my fate in the hands of an elf. Wonderful. Well,
Hate
Hope
me
you
if
know what
want.
you're doing,
I'm
Elf.
the one that's walking through here. Okay, you just relax.
all righty. You go ahead
All right.
then. Xenia,
All right, I wouldn't want to hurt you anyway.
Xenia grabs a hold of Hank from behind on his shoulder, and Arak grabs a hold of Xenia from behind.
I grab Arak. Come on,
You
Bernay.
grab onto Arak. Suddenly, Hank, you realize that your vision is being obscured by the light of
All right,
Cʀᴜsᴜᴜᴜs.
hold up here.
Yeah, what is it?
Something's blinding my vision.
It's not my glowing magical sword here, is it? Sheath it.
I think it is. Put it away for a second.
Sheath it.
Xenia,
Yes.
this thing we're going after, does it have eyes? Does it have ears? Like you say, it's a plant. Like I never saw plants that can move. I never saw like a plant that can tentacle.
Says, well, it is a plant that senses things, but it only senses things when it has its blooms out.
What do its blooms look like?
It's its flowers. So once the daylight comes, the flowers go ahead and pull forth and become the sensories for the creature.
Okay, so at nighttime, its
It's blind.
flowers go into sort of like a hibernation mode.
She nods. You have that right there.
Okay.
Pull out my
Oh.
parry dagger and I'm holding on to Eric.
What exactly am I keeping an eye out for? What would this thing look like, per se?
Going through the
before
water.
we get close to it.
Oh, well,
monsters in
it
water.
will look like a bunch of vines. So it's kind of camouflaged in this kind of undergrowth and everything.
Is there
but
things that would distinguish it?
I'll let you know. I'll keep my senses up with the plants.
Okay. Well, we're going to keep moving forward, and then once your senses start going off, you let me know.
Yeah.
The nods proceed.
I think it's clear enough with Captain's sword put away there. I think I could see clearly again.
Excellent.
You need me to put my crystal away?
No, that should be good for now. You can keep that up.
Alright. Because I cannot see without it.
All right.
Be the
Let's
rear
move
guard.
forward.
Hank moves forwards into the bog. Starts getting a little deeper and deeper. He starts getting up into the kneecap area of the depth.
Can't wait
Appears
to be
to
back
be.
in the city.
Yeah, this is not a place for a man of my stature.
Nope.
Soon enough, the water is going up a little bit further to your thighs, and then touching your nether regions gives you a sudden shiver.
Woo!
She know where we're going up there.
Haven't felt that in a while.
He's like, oh, this is not my favorite. And she's shorter than you.
Why don't you lift her up there, Hank? Give her a little ride.
Over the shoulder?
She looks at you. She goes, what are you talking about? No, I will walk, thank you.
Well, you can get a better vantage from up on top of Hank's shoulders.
No, I'm fine. Just the water is a little shocking at first.
Indeed it is.
Especially around the nether yeah.
She probably hasn't bathed in ages.
Well, let's continue.
Yeah.
Hank
The
continues
sooner we get
on.
that thing, the sooner
You're
we get
now
there.
at waist deep in the water.
Fuck, how much deeper do we need to go?
I'm
And
not
you,
liking this, Renee.
you hear bubbles pop up everywhere.
What's that?
Okay, what's that sound, Xenia?
Yeah, what is that?
He's like, it's the bog.
What do you mean it's the bog? What is the bog? Is it a monster?
Fucking stink.
Bog is it's the vegetation down here. That's what you're
Okay.
feeling.
You eat that?
You can feel that the ground is very spongy on the bottom of this mire of a slough.
I cannot fight in that. Like, this thing is better be sleeping that we can like tie it up and fucking leave because I cannot fight in that muck.
Yeah, this is
Easy there, Bernier. Easy.
not good.
You're back
Going
there
through
for a
the-
reason, my friend.
What?
You're moving
You're in the
past some of
back.
the lilies and that are floating up around you. And up ahead, Hank, you see things up in the trees. Vaguely looking like bodies.
Okay, everybody stop.
What's up? What's happening?
What's going on?
There's something up in the trees that don't look humane. Kind of out of place from what you'd usually see in a jungle. There's like
Right.
bodies hanging down.
I lift my crystal to try to see.
Lifting your crystal up, you can see the body of a man, little bit overweight, wearing robes, but the robes are tattered. You can tell the body has been decaying for some time. It's got vines running through all over it. It appears to be entangled into its arms and everything, and then through its clothing and down the legs.
Xenia?
You
That's
see
a vine.
another one. You see another one. It's wearing armor, plate armor, but this plate armor is rusted and has holes through it. And it totally an unusable piece that you see on it. But once again, tangling vines going through it as if it's wrapping around in its arms and hands.
Is that the
Xenia?
monster? You think? Is that big?
She looks it over. She goes, "Oh, that is part of it."
How big is
Where's
that
the
thing?
rest of
Awfully
it?
big. Yeah, that's awfully big.
Yeah, it is just up ahead, she says. The little rise up ahead. That creature is there.
Okay, we're gonna start to move silently. Try not to make any major noises.
We're in the water.
Let's
Just keep
continue
going.
and try and just slowly move our way through here.
I don't know
See
if I can.
bubbles popping up in front of you, bloop, 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 as you feel the mat underneath you undulate from pressure of your feet hitting it from under the water. And
Yeah,
then you start ascending out, the water level going lower and lower.
There's
About
no moving
time.
silently in there. You know, in the air.
Yeah, about time to get out of this muck.
Slurp,
Let's
slurp.
tread softly. Let's try that.
Up ahead, you see a little rise, and there is a round object. You can't tell it is from your eyesight. You can tell by the vague shape of it with your
Okay,
vision.
there's a round figure just on the risers, and yeah, would that be a part of it?
Does it look like a
That-
watermelon?
that is the main creature there.
So
Main creature.
we need to capture that and bring the vine that was hanging those body with it.
We got to cut its vines off and take that main part.
She nods. It's best to go ahead and decapitate its vines and then take it. We'll go ahead and heave it up, bring it with us all the way back to the cart.
But if we cut the vine, isn't the point to have the vine to capture the griffin?
Oh, once the light hits it, it will regenerate.
Oh, really?
That makes sense then. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know
we
if it
better
does.
make haste.
Well,
And I
I'm
can
not
s-
a druid.
And I can see why Arak told you to bring the bodies. We'll end up having to feed it in order to increase its rejuvenation.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, guys. Well, if we're gonna cut off the tentacles, we better make haste.
All right, I'll draw my rapier out.
Let's
Oh, God,
see how many
God.
vines there are. Let's count how many vines there are. Maybe
Yeah, we
let's
should
get them
probably
all
figure
at
that out first.
Yeah.
Arak nods. Yeah, he goes ahead and pulls his sword out, long sword.
Pull out my short sword and my parry dagger so I don't blind Hank.
Yeah. Hank, you do still see the lump up ahead, about 10 yards away.
Okay. Need to try and keep track of how many tentacles are coming off this thing. I'm gonna move silently, and we're gonna slowly try and make our way to it without waking it up.
I'll try
Roll a dex for yourself, Hank.
and I follow you, Hank, silently as well.
I move silently as well.
That's not good.
What's the number you rolled?
12.
You move ahead. You can feel stuff dripping off of you. Plop, plop. And you can see some of around you, some vines kind of contract a little as you proceed ahead.
Okay, this thing's aware of things close by it.
She looks at you and says, "It is, yes, it's still functional, but it is dormant right now."
Is it now time to stop the silent approach and rush in?
Well, hold on. Maybe you can charm it a little. You can do a little druid magic there.
Keep it dormant?
What do you got
If
there?
it's dormant.
She shrugs and says, "Okay, very well." She puts the staff into the ground and does a chant.
I whisper to Bernie. Bernie, if this thing attacks you, stab her, this woman, immediately.
I will.
She murmurs and does a little divination. Little glow comes from the staff. It goes into the ground
I
and
move behind her.
permeates throughout the plants in a slight greenish glow.
What'd that do?
While she changed, I move behind her.
She says, "Well, I think I have control of it. I am forcing it to stay dormant."
Okay, let's get in there and cut off the tentacles.
Yeah, you want to chain it up and then cut the tentacles? You just want to cut the tentacles real quick.
Well, if it's got to regenerate, it's going to try and cut it. We should probably cutting it off and then tying it up real fast.
How we do tie it up? Like if it's like just a round bow, we can put a chain around it.
Let's just cut it up. We're thinking too much.
Let's go. So do
Okay.
some cutting. It's time to go do some gardening there.
Exactly.
Well,
Your man of action.
let's go to it then.
All
Let's
right,
go to it.
Everybody get ready to chop 2 vines at a time if you can.
So
I have
you
my
are
sword, my dagger.
We still
See
haven't figured
the-
out how many there are attached to this thing.
You see the bulb up ahead. It has numerous tendrils coming off of it. Some of them are rather thick looking, big, heavy kind of vines.
Hank, you're the strongest, right? Let's get those thick ones.
Yeah, I have my my two-handed axe on me. It was holstered on my shoulder there.
You get those.
Yeah. I'll go work on the small one.
All right, let's synchronize and then we'll just all slash.
Let's do some hack and slash, boys.
Go.
Hank,
Let's do on tree. On tree, we all start cutting and we cut as fast as we can, right?
That's right.
Right.
Art, get your
One.
ass over here.
1, 2,
2.
3.
you start hacking away at the vines, cutting away, leaving the main bulb by itself. And you can see that there's a couple of enclosed flowers on close to it.
Bernie, put that crystal away too.
It's in my bag now. It's just like I have a dagger and a rapier in my hand.
We're good then.
All right, who's got the rope? Let's tie this thing.
Arak goes ahead and plops down the rope and starts unraveling it, starting to make a couple of knots. And he
Bernie,
goes
you
ahead
brought
and
that
starts
chain, right?
Sorry,
Brought the chain, right?
I brought the chain. I don't know where I can. There's
I don't
nothing to.
You never
Wrap
know.
it
You
around.
never know. You never know.
We always need chain. You never know if
Wrap
we
it up a
never
little
needed
bit.
it.
Arak says, "Shut up! Shut up! You guys are making too much noise."
All right.
He starts putting it all together.
All right,
get out of here
let's
then.
bring it
Hank.
back. Let's get it out of there.
Roll your wisdom.
17.
You realize that something's swimming up behind you. And it's coming
Guys.
up onto the land. It comes starting out towards you.
What the hell is that?
Ah,
Turn towards it.
what are you?
And as you exclamate, the creature attacks, snapping at you. You feel it coming at your legs. Snap!
I bounce back and I try and keep my axe
All right,
in front of me. What the hell is this thing?
You hear, rest of you hear the commotion going on. The girl is keeping concentration at this time. Arak is tying up the creature. And once again, the creature goes ahead and attacks. And snap once again at your feet. You see
I
a
jump back again. and this
almost
time
what
I'm
looks to
taking a
be
swing.
a log of some form, but it is definitely a elongated creature with a long, toothy snout.
What the heck is that? No, like a log.
God damn.
Run over toward Hank and just stick my sword.
Cʀᴜsᴅᴇs, help me.
On
Cʀᴜsᴅᴜᴇs
my way.
approaches and attacks. That hits. Roll damage.
Ugh. I think it's 3
You.
damage max.
You slam into it, and you hear the thing go as you see its mouth open up and it clap once again.
Oh, I think it's a gator.
This time, it picks once again Spencer, Hank,
Bernie, get over here.
snap once again. misses Hank's leg.
I tried to
Again,
figure
I
out if that
backstep.
thing, I tried to figure out if
Nope.
that thing has a back that I can go stab in.
Roll Spencer. Hank
Sorry.
or
8.
Hank first. 8. You stab, like you slash with your axe, and you hit mud. Bernier, roll for your dexterity.
That'd be. Do I add my bonus or?
Yep.
Yeah. So that'd be 17.
17. You sneak on behind it. Roll for your attack.
That'd be 2.
No, roll for your actual attack.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
D20.
That'd be 8.
You could have had a beautiful hit. You may go ahead and describe how that goes.
Yeah, I tried to find where the beast is and just like get like into the mud, into the log, into like all the crap that flowed.
The creature squirms away at you. You note that it is some form of a gator type creature that you've seen long ago.
I knew it was a bad idea to be here.
Let's talk and more killing.
And Calrissian goes.
Stick it with my one sword and hold my other one in case it comes at me. 13.
That hits. Roll damage.
Five damage.
You slice into it. It starts bleeding profusely from one of its limbs.
Come on, Hank.
It
do
hisses.
more.
Chooses its target. And it goes after Calrissian this time.
Come on, you stinky bastard. What do you got?
Snap, snap. Nothing.
As it switches targets, I'm going to try and take a big swing at it.
Give yourself a bonus of 2. Flanking.
6.
You slash away and, of course, not achieving the desired result.
You're not going to get the crudest fight like that, Hank.
Bernier,
I'll try to stab it again with the rapier.
+2 added to your roll.
Oops, sorry.
Just try and yell out loud. Just over here.
So that would be 16.
Hit. Damage.
3.
Slashing into it. It screams out in pain. It starts thrashing around with its tail.
Pin it down on my foot and try to stick it in its head.
And this time it attacks Calrissian again.
Come on, you slimy
As he's
reptile
trying to manhandle it. Snap.
Oh,
5 points of damage. It has
you wanna fight me, Hank?
snapped. It snapped on your leg and it's holding tight as it's thrashing around, trying to wrangle you around.
Taking another swing at it.
I swing both of my swords around.
Roll for your attack. Hank.
Oh, I miss.
What'd you get?
1.
Natural 1.
Uh-huh. I miss.
Roll a dex, please.
Two.
As you swing, your axe goes flying out from your hands into the bog. Gluk, gluk.
Hank, that's
Yay.
No.
I tried to stab him in the kidney. Like poke it
Oh.
by what I can guess the
Plus
its
2.
vital organ would be. Oh, that would be like 22.
Runk. You may describe how that you end the creature.
My rapier like find the right spot just where like the vital organ are and just like go right through all the way almost like halfway to the heel. And then I can pull it out. Let's see. You said that, Cal?
I did.
It
That was
releases its grip on
a great
Cal.
shot. Oh, thanks, Bernay. That has a little sting to it.
The thing does a little, undulating twist as it goes through its death throes.
Hank, you got to go find
Then
your
he is like,
axe and
will
that
you
dog."
please hurry up?
I whip the rapier in the air to have the blood drip.
Oh, you know what, Bernay? I think you should keep that. Oh, it's good on you.
Thank you.
Well,
like
Ark the
Excuse me
hunter
while I go and find my axe.
Yeah.
and Hank goes off retrieving it. Ark says, I think I got this thing all tied up. He's got a bunch of rope loops all ready to go for the chain.
All right. Let's get moving before something else come up.
all right.
Put the chain
Attach
on.
the chain onto the
Yeah.
ropes.
Yeah.
And
And then
everybody kind of looks at this thing. It's rather massive. It's about 3 feet in diameter.
Oh, it's gonna take all of us
All right.
to move this thing, huh?
I lift it a bit to weight it, evaluate how heavy it is.
Feels somewhat jelly-like as you try to move it, it's like it's pushing like a slosh from the inside.
All
Shoot
right.
my weapons.
Let's all grab a piece of the chain there and pull it.
Everybody combines together to heave the creature up as
guess
it
why
makes a
just go up.
sucking noise as you pull it out. And Hank,
Hey,
you have
over here,
found your
guys. I
you,
found
you
my
have
axe.
you found your axe.
It's about time. Why don't you get that gator's head? That's a nice trophy.
I'm going to cut it right off.
Man, I went loaded enough now. We have to
Yeah, I guess. Hank's not
get
carrying enough.
moving,
Now.
Can we feed the
Oh,
gator?
he's carrying that big axe. That's heavy enough, says Arak. Everybody's trying to pull this thing along
Yeah.
into the water. It becomes a little bit easier as it floats.
Oh, much easier. Let's just
That's
drag
enough.
it. Let's go.
Shit, we
Pushing
should
it
have fucking
along.
got a boat.
Why don't you hop on it and float with it?
No, I'd rather steer off of it.
Let's just get it quiet
And
as quickly as possible.
Just an idea.
the group continues on into the waist deep water once again, feeling the mush underneath their feet. Soon enough, with some taxing strength, you end up finally getting the creature all the way to the wagon where the donkey is.
Man, we're always on the muck. Next time I fucking bring change of clothes.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
Slop, slop. as
Smells
you walk.
refreshing.
Refreshing.
Let's open that crate. Let's put that shit in that crate.
Xenia's soaked basically from her waist down in muck and mire.
Just take out that dress. You're gonna catch a cold.
Yeah. It's
It's
cold
like
out.
whatever.
Aren't you like all one with nature?
Well,
Let the moonlight warm your body.
she says, I do have scruples.
Interesting.
Just among us, we went through a lot, you know. We went through a lot.
Shakes
together.
her head.
That's Hank's woman, Bernay.
Will you guys shut up? Help me get this thing on top of the wagon here. You see Ark.
Yeah, I'll go help. I'll go help the Auroch.
Sloop. It
Put that thing in the crate.
basically goes into the it fits just into the cage, smushes the bag with the bodies close to it.
How does
up
that thing
against the
like
cage.
eat? Where is it gonna put the body? Is it just gonna grow vine and
Yeah, it's gonna
Like
suck
we
its
saw
life
there?
force out.
put like roots, like tendril in the bodies?
Probably.
Why don't you wait and find out?
I
do it
guess.
right now. Let's just get
So-
this going.
So what's the plan now?
Let's-
I take out my clothes and I put it over the crate, over the try to hide the crate as much as I can.
It covers partially on it, not quite including it.
Well,
So what are we gonna bring this thing actually to?
now it's the question you
Ark
ask.
says, "Hey, where was the griffin last seen?"
By
On
the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearby the bridge.
Okay, well then I guess we have to go ahead and bring it there.
Yeah, I guess
Let's
that's
do
the next idea. Yeah,
Let's do
we
it.
saw it. What is it? It flew to the east from the bridge. So I guess its nest is probably over there. Why he brought our friend Mick?
Yeah, he's
Your
probably
friend
long
Mick.
gone now. Yeah, don't worry about it.
This fucking griffin like took one of our friend. That's the money is nice, but it's also personal.
Yeah, it's a pretty horrible way to go. Can imagine that thing stripping the flesh off his bones.
He was a tasty barbarian, I can imagine.
Hopefully, he had he was an honorable death. He
Hopefully
died
it was a
fighting.
quick death, apparently, hopefully,
Arak goes ahead and
I like
gets
it as
onto the
well.
wagon and goes ahead and starts coaxing the donkey ahead. The donkey, obviously uneased by the weight behind him
Yeah.
and what you are carrying, carries on.
Rock, what do you know about those? On our way around the Bahrain, we saw like a bunch of Carl saw them part horse, part man thing.
Yeah, they look like centaurs, maybe. But I don't know.
Centaurs?
Yeah.
They're like kind of human, kind of a horse thing going on.
That's unsettling. Usually those are kind of myths and legends. If you're talking about actually seeing one, are you sure? Are you sure it's what you've seen? Something tricking your mind, maybe.
I can't recall that well. It was a quick battle.
Xenia says, well, there are centaurs, but they usually don't travel around in these more inhabited areas.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Now, the same people, the people in Eberron knew nothing about those. It was big news. They were shocked. They barely believe us, if they did at all. And now, this fucking griffin, that's also apparently new. So what the fuck is happening? Now, all those monsters showing up all of a sudden.
I don't know.
People used to travel those roads, and now they're
Something's
not
brewing,
safe
perhaps.
anymore. Yeah, something's iffy.
Yeah, that sounds peculiar, she says. Probably something to investigate later.
Let's put
If
that
somebody
on the
pays
board.
us for it, if the money is there,
money
we'll
is there.
try to figure out.
So we're gonna use this donkey to lure that griffin out, send it across the bridge. Because we need something to actually lure the griffin as food. The griffin wants human or fresh food.
Well, don't we have all those dead bodies and stuff
The griffin
like
doesn't eat. The griffin eat
The
dead
dead- the
bodies.
Yeah, the dead bodies are for the plant,
Yeah.
so it can regenerate.
Yeah.
And then the griffin and the donkey. Whose donkey is that? Rock, you just came up with that donkey.
Yeah.
Is that
Who'd you
yours?
bet for that? Who
Or
you
you
bet
stole
for that?
it?
It was my neighbor's. He was out of town.
All right, he won't
All
listen.
right.
To me.
All right, well, we're going to use that as bait.
We have a writ. We're fine.
Wait, what the heck? What are you talking about? You're
No,
not going to
but-
have this donkey.
Let's just keep going. Don't worry about it.
Xenia, look.
Yeah,
What
don't
are you
worry.
guys talking about? Killing
Wait.
this donkey? That's unnecessary.
Why would we kill this
Wait,
donkey?
wait,
Minion,
wait.
what are you talking about?
It's funny though, guys. From the way you guys make it sounded like that griffin attacked you guys without any bait. It looked like it just attacked you out of nowhere.
Well,
Oh.
we had.
So we
had-
don't really,
no,
we don't
we had-
really
we had-
need bait.
We had
Why
a
did they
bunch
need
of
everybody
people. Yeah, we had a
They
bunch
need
of people.
everybody.
We had oxen. We had all
It's
that.
not like
fucking
it.
shit.
It's not like you wanted 50 million logs to go sell.
Yeah.
They wanted tasty barbarian meat.
Yeah, but when I found you guys, it didn't take any oxen. It took your friend.
Because barbarians,
But I-
everybody knows this.
because we protected the oxen.
Exactly.
We went to fight. The
I'm just
beast.
saying you don't really need bait.
But the problem also, if we feed the donkey, are we gonna bring back this youngling or eggs that we're supposed to bring back? I know. Are we still doing that?
Eggs easy. An egg's easy. Well, you got to bring something.
Eggs are easy. We can carry that ourselves.
How fucking
Well,
big
how
is that
much-
egg?
I
How
don't know.
fucking big is a griffin egg?
It
Yeah.
can't be that much bigger than a normal sized egg. Not like the ones we eat, but you know.
I don't know, man. I never saw like a bird that big.
True. Do griffins?
Well, we're
regenerate?
basically gonna drop the cage off the cart so we can put it on the cart.
And pull the cart by end?
Could be.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm strong enough.
You
It's not a-
lost
it's not a-
tracks in that fight.
Yeah, I'm strong. I'm not weak either.
Hey,
but
you know
I
what?
know
I'm
big.
strong. I'm not accurate, but I'm strong.
Okay. We'll see.
All right.
Let's continue.
I'm more brawn than brain. You know,
Yeah.
accuracy apparently just isn't my thing.
So how far is that bridge now, Rock?
Continuing on, Ark says, well, it should be not even a half hour away here from here.
Yeah, I sort of remember.
The griffin's not going to come until the day.
He yawns.
We're gonna have to get some sleep soon.
The griffin must not come until the day, so we're gonna camp in the woods where the griffin doesn't seem to like to strike. Because we also have to get sun on that thing so it can regenerate, apparently.
Oh, what if we set up on the tree line right before the bridge?
Yeah. Where you
and
were
we'll
cowering.
set up. Huh?
Does
Where
that
you were cowering with your crew. When we found you, you were cowering in the tree line.
good one, Bernay? Does that tangle vine? Does he eat fresh meat or is it just like dead meat?
Oh, it will eat anything.
Ugh.
So how do we not get eaten?
We gotta lure. How do we lure the griffin into the monster? That's the question.
Okay, I think.
Think about
Okay,
this.
wait.
As we travel, let's think about this.
We get to the bridge at night, right? We move the crate out by the bridge with the corpses. Then we take the wagon and the donkey back in the tree line and we rest there.
Okay.
All
Then
right.
in the
So
morning,
let's
this
set
thing
up.
is gonna regenerate. Is that the plan? In the morning, this thing's
Yeah.
gonna
Well,
regenerate.
if you want to, we'll set it up in the open area with the dead bodies, and we'll set up in the tree line. That
Yeah.
way, we're across the bridge away from it when that thing starts to regenerate by morning.
Nobody should come across
why
that
don't we
bridge.
just find the griffin nest?
Well, that
and
was
just-
my plan. That was my original plan. We didn't
Oh, we
have
still
to
gotta go
go
this way anyways. We got a couple minutes to think about it. Go
Yeah,
up
but
to the
we
griffin nest.
wouldn't have to go fucking like go in the muck, you know. It's like we could just like find the griffin nest
Well,
while it's
we need
sleeping.
the tangle vine monster first.
No, we didn't need the.
Oh, of course.
Ark perks up. He
Okay.
goes, the most dangerous thing is a flying beast.
Yeah.
You want to have this thing like stay put while you go ahead and kill it.
Yeah, that's what I brought a bow.
Oh, this is,
So yeah, there's got to be an open area across the bridge where we can set.
the whole bridge
the
is open,
beast.
but how are you going to get the griffin to attack the tangle monster? It's not just going to attack the plant. I mean, that
Give
makes
it
sense.
the
know.
donkey.
I know, right? Like
The
he's
plant,
gonna
will,
see.
the plant will eat the donkey. The plant will eat the donkey.
Yeah, the plant will
What-
eat the donkey. So like how do we get the griffin in the tangle monster? Like, isn't the griffin gonna know not to deal with that shit? Is it gonna
You
be
never
interested by that stuff?
I don't know.
Just like that, like
The
that's
only-
like
the only-
I never liked that plan. I never fucking liked that plan with Tangle Monster. And the more we get closer to like each step that we go forward, it stink even more.
I know it stinks, but the best way I can make of it was to get that plant in the open area with the
Alright.
dead bodies, and then we set up camp across the way so we're not attuned foot in close contact with it. And then by morning we'll set a trap for it with
What do you have to
set,
say
you gotta
about that,
set, you
Arak?
gotta set the trap tonight, right? Arak?
All right, that's your plan. What are we fucking missing here?
Yeah, you're the hunter. Let's hear it.
He's like, probably some winks before the light comes up. The bridge is just up ahead here.
All right, let's get that fucking cage, put it in the open,
All right, let's just do it.
and go.
All right. Ark stops the wagon just short of the open area before the river, and he goes ahead and says, so we're gonna have to go ahead and get some make some stakes, branches that are about maybe about at least a couple feet long, and we'll go ahead and pound them into the ground. We'll go ahead and take that cage. We're going to plop it in that open area over there and put the stakes all around. Pound them in a good foot at least. And then we'll go ahead and tie the cage down.
All right, well, let's get to it then.
Can we just tie it down to a tree that's already rooted or something? Like I seen this I seen that griffin.
There's a couple of stumps over there. We can go ahead and use those as well.
Or tie it to the bridge. Would that destroy the bridge? I saw that fucking griffin like lift up the cart full of logs.
Yeah, it's a big beast for sure.
Yeah, that thing is strong. Like a couple of stake in the ground. You think that's gonna do the trick?
Okay, what did you have in mind, Bernier? What do you think we should do?
What I had in mind was to go to the fucking griffin nest without any fucking tangled monster and throw some chain on the griffin. That's what I had in mind.
While it's sleeping?
While it's sleeping.
All right. Well, you.
Yeah,
well,
but this isn't like the
Start
creature
taking
either.
it.
Wake up and it'll attack.
Yeah.
While they're talking, I'm helping Arak stake in the trap.
Yeah, you start
I'll
helping him, select out these long branches, fairly thick,
join.
slicing away at making a nice point. Start.
Well, I'm
he
trying to have a
grabs his hatchet,
discussion.
starts
I'm
pounding him
helping.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all helping while
Soon enough, you get a collection of about 10 stakes all around. And then he goes ahead and takes the rope and starts tying it around, securing the cage down with the plant creature inside.
Xenia, can you go and start us a campfire or something? Or finish that?
Perhaps. She goes off into we're close to the tree line and starts preparing a fire.
Yeah.
All right, hope you guys got rations.
Not much.
Ump.
I didn't bring any food. I was just like getting some. I didn't expect that we would leave
Everyone
right away.
roll
So
Constitution, please.
You're so unprepared, Barney. That's why I'm the captain.
I'm on prepare because like I'm getting some shit to get prepared and then say, okay, we're going now. You know what I mean? Like you're the captain, but you're shooting from the
Pull out
hips.
my rations and give it to Barney. Here, have a slice.
What did you roll
13.
for Hank?
13.
As I'm yakking, I missed my sheet. All right.
I'm taking my cloak back from the crate.
I'm eating rations. Make sure you guys eat a little bit for tomorrow.
Yeah, I take the ration that the cow shared with me and I eat them.
Need one, Hank? I got a couple here.
Yeah, I don't see any wildlife running around here, so I might need to borrow some rations off you there, buddy.
Well, at least we eat well while we're in town. So,
Hell, you are feeling rather tired. That fatigue from there it is. Dropped out of my lap. That's what happened.
I think I'm gonna get some rest here after I.
You're
eat
like,
this
feeling that tiredness in your eyes. It's been a long day and a long night.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're gonna take a rest.
Have a good rest, Cal.
Thank you.
You see the fire off at the tree line. He's got it lit.
I go towards the fire.
Yeah, I find a branch near the fire and where I can hang my clothes on so they can dry a bit better. And then I'm gonna fucking sleep in the bear.
She looks at you and she goes, she puts her staff into the ground and she starts doing a chant. And suddenly, this little dwindle of like tendrils of plants start entwining around her staff. And you see these berries pop out.
What are you doing over there, Zen?
She goes, partake of the fruit.
Oh, thank you. I take some and put in my pocket.
I eat one. See how it
You
tastes.
feel refreshed, Bernier, as you take it into your mouth. Almost feels like it could do you some good. Or
That's pretty good.
Aaron, let me try one of those too, Zen.
Oh, you should. You should get one as well, Bernie. Cal.
I have some. Don't worry about me. I sit next to the fire and just prop my feet up. Maybe dry out a little bit.
and you receive 6 points back. Hit points.
These are good.
You do feel somewhat more awake, alert, and refreshed.
These are good, dude. How long do these last then?
For a while.
Okay. Take one little extra.
She gives you a few more.
Appreciate
Passes
that.
them out. A total of 5.
You want to hold on to those, Cal?
Yeah, I'll take them for you guys.
Yeah.
You pocket the items, and Arik goes ahead. He's working away still at the cage there. He goes ahead and makes sure that everything's good and pulls off the cloak, comes back to the group with the cloak in hand and with the cart as well as the donkey. Like, well, it's all ready to go. We'll
I'll
just
go,
have to wait for the morning, and when the griffin shows up to go ahead and chew our butts off, hopefully we'll be close enough to that thing in order for it to grab it.
Yeah. Hopefully. I'll bring the cart close to the fire, as close to the fire as it's safe, and I go lie down in it.
You do so.
Let's get a little bit of rest here, you guys.
You'll kind of, relax. You do feel somewhat awake from that refreshing berries.
Berry. That's a good berry. You having trouble over there, Bernie? Sleeping? Still wide
Yeah,
awake over there, I feel like.
yeah, man. This berry make me wide awake, but now I don't know how long that's gonna last. The sun is gonna come. How long do you think we get?
Well,
Looks around. Ark goes, yeah, probably a couple more hours before we start seeing some daylight.
Zen, how do you sleep when you eat these? These are incredible.
I only partake in them whenever I'm hurt or, need some form of sustenance.
You're not tired at all.
Feels actually really nice, the feeling you get after you eat it is real juicy. You can almost feel like it's going through your system, just
Hank likes your juicy berries.
yeah.
So, anybody knows any song? Hank, I heard that elf were a good singer.
Oh man,
And goes, yes, Hank. Let's hear one of your elven poetry songs.
This is your chance, Hank. This is your chance. Come on.
I don't know, man. I lost my singing voice a long time ago.
Come on. It's all about the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's not a very good song, she says.
What do you got for us, Hank? What about you, Bernay? You got a song?
Me? No. I'm not the singing type.
You are so beautiful.
To me.
Take it,
All
Hank.
right.
There you go.
Maybe the
Cal-
singing thing was a bad
Cal,
idea.
roll a charisma roll, please.
Oh, 16 with mods.
She goes, well, that's not bad. You're a pretty good singer for you look like you have a bit of Sylvan blood.
Just a little bit. Pull my hair back and show her my ears. Tipped just a little bit.
She nods. Interesting.
Not a full blood like Hank over there.
Oh, you know, your kind does not frequent in this area of the north.
No.
Your kind mostly stays to the mid-south of this isle.
Well, actually,
I got a good one, guys.
oh, you got a good one in the middle of my story? Okay, Hank.
Well, if you want to continue
No,
explaining your
let's
story,
Hank, let's hear your song.
All right. Prepare to be amazed.
I'm prepared.
All right. Wah. Whew. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Whew. Yeah.
Okay, roll a charisma roll, please.
Interesting, Hank.
11.
She goes, it could use a little work, especially on your tempo, but bravo, she claps.
I know. I told you. I got no singing voice. I lost
Soon
it.
enough, you see the light starting to appear over the horizon as morning starts breaking.
Oh,
All right.
Stayed up, huh?
Let's go. I'll
hold on.
All right.
Everybody take a berry. If you start feeling exhausted, just pop another one real quick.
Yeah, I just back up and I eat a berry.
You do so. You feel another hit of that refreshing taste as it encompasses your body.
That feels better. And having a bit of dry throat, or not quite as wet.
Hey, Hank, open your mouth.
Ha!
Huh.
Ha! Yeah.
Good job. All right, let's wrestle up.
Nice shot,
Griffin.
Cal.
Let's go. Let's go on the edge of the
You
woods.
see the
Have a look.
cage starting to move a little bit, and you see sprouts coming out. You see
go,
the
boys.
bag, the leather bag, start getting enveloped by the bulbous, mushy body of the thing, and it starts. And you see the blooms open up to the light. Start seeing the tendrils grow out and start reaching out
Good
amongst the
call,
area.
Alric. Good call.
And Arak notes up ahead, look in the sky to the east from that peak over there.
Is it the Griffin?
Holy crap,
Griffin
already?
starts screeching. You can hear it.
So now we just wait and hope that this griffin go into that plan.
Well, we could use ourselves as the bait. Just keep ourselves a little bit away from the light. Hey, Xenia, you know how to control that plant, right? It's like, maybe. Now that it's awake, it might be a little bit more of a challenge.
Well, I'm heading over there.
What if we,
All right.
hey, Bernie, what if we fed it the donkey while we controlled it, but had someone, Hank, the fastest man alive, be his bait?
Let's not fed on the donkey. Let's try to
Wanna
be
do
the
the
bait.
donkey?
I'm gonna move silently to sort of sneak up on this thing so it doesn't really cause too much attention.
Hold on, we're gonna send you run across the bridge, right? And the Griffin will see
Yeah.
you and it'll chase you, but then you run right past that monster. Boom. What do you think?
All right. Hey, let's do it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll take the bow from the cart. My bow and arrow.
I
That
got
might
some,
be
I
more
got some
useful.
oil. You think you can turn those bolts into fire arrows? I got some oil.
I got some oil too. I brought some.
Oh, we're good to go then.
Yeah. But I
So You hear once again the screech of the great griffin off in the distance, and you see it start swirling around through the air, doing a larger circle as it starts going around.
Hank, do the thing.
Over here, you horse's ass.
I got an
Scream.
arrow knocked on my bow.
Pulled out my sword and getting it ready. Coat it with a little bit of oil.
Xenia goes ahead and starts doing a chant, putting her staff into the ground and starts concentrating. And you can see once again the green glow start trundling over towards the plant creature trap. And you could see it trying to envelop the creature. The creature seems to be a little bit fighting.
All right, if we're going to do this, we got to do it now. Hank, make more of a spectacle of yourself.
I unsheath my sword and I start swinging it in the air, trying to make noise.
Kind of back up into the bushes.
The creature keys in on Hank. It starts coming down. You see its big, wide spread of wings as it comes swooping towards you. The big, giant beak and its 4 claws ready to go ahead and grapple.
Come on, you large turkey, over here.
As soon as it's in range, I lose an arrow.
Berne, what are you doing? You're going to distract it.
No, he's gonna be pissed off and he's gonna come at us.
It's closing in on Hank on the bridge.
Get ready for it.
Come on, Hank, start running.
Rah!
Roll a Constitution roll, please.
Uh, 7.
Hank starts gunning it, and the creature, the griffin from above, starts closing in quite fast, unpredictably fast.
Faster!
Hank, you can roll a dexterity.
14.
14. It comes in at you. And it just misses you as it goes by.
Oh, I felt the wind off that one.
Good job,
It
Hank.
just goes right over top of you. Suddenly, you see sprouting tendrils come up and latch towards the griffin.
I basically nosedive past the creature.
It grapples onto the creature, grabbing the claws, and starts getting pulled along with the cage. You see the whole thing go taunt, and you can see the spikes barely holding as the creature is pulling it down. The griffin screeches out.
Sheathe my sword and pull out my grapple hook to capture the griffin. So I can.
And I
Yeah.
shoot the griffin in the face, yeah.
Roll.
That's
Roll
gonna be-
damage.
Yeah. That's gonna be 2.
Dunk.
I told you to let the
Calories.
arrows first, Berne.
Roll, Captain Cʀᴜsᴅᴇs. That latches on.
Start trying to tie around a tree on my next turn.
And Hank,
Get up off the ground from taking a nosedive, and I'm going to take a swing at it.
roll for your attack.
8.
You clamor with it, not getting quite anywhere within your attack. It's screeching, it's being held, but with all the chaos going on, to no avail.
Probably just piss it off.
You see Arok dive into action, and he starts swinging his sword at it, striking it. The creature screeches in pain. It is the creature's turn, and it attacks the tendrils around it. Starts biting off the vines off of its claws, tearing and shredding away, gnawing. You see bits of the vine go flying through the air. It is Bernier.
Yeah, I move closer to the griffin and throw one of my flask of oil at him, and I
Roll.
yell, "Zena, bring me a burning stick." That's gonna be a 4.
You miss. It goes over and hits the ground. It does not break when it hits the ground. Boop. It just sinks into a soft spot on the ground.
What are you doing over there, Bernay?
Cʀᴜsᴅᴇs.
After it's tied off on a tree, I'll draw my swords and rush in.
You start heading off towards it. You do the tie up and head off. Hank.
Gonna take another big swing with my two-handed axe. 15.
Hits. Roll damage.
Uh, 7.
Good job. Put your ass into it, Hank.
The creature screams in agony from your cleaving into its side. Blood flies.
We're gonna get you this time.
Yeah, we're here to finish the job.
Arok slices into the creature as it's being held. Bernier.
Yep. I move closer and I throw my second flask of oil.
Roll.
at the thing.
What are you doing? We're trying to kill this thing, Bernay.
6. I'm trying to fucking burn it.
We're in the middle of fighting and you're going to set us all on fire.
Well,
That
Good
one
boy.
goes ahead and shatters onto the ground. Spews its contents in a slight radius. Cʀᴜsᴅᴇs.
Say, don't you do it as I'm jumping up and stabbing 2 swords
Roll.
into it. 16 and...
Hits. Roll damage.
All right.
Nice.
The 3 and 5 altogether.
You clamber on top of the creature's back with your weapons embedded in it. Hank.
Take another major swing at it with my double, which is a 19.
Hits. Roll damage.
That's the way to do it, Hank. Show who's boss.
6.
Blood flies off and feathers go everywhere. It's still in a raged attack. D4. Hank, you are its target.
I'm ready for you.
It strikes. Its beak snaps at you.
Cover your head, Hank.
Ah,
Cover your head.
I'm basically holding up my
You receive
axe.
10 points of damage. The
Oh,
creature grabs onto Hank and flails him away, tossing him aside.
ah,
Get back here right now, Hank.
I'm coming.
You see something go shooting across. It looks like some form of green energy through the air. It goes whizzing past the creature, though.
What was that?
You see Xenia with her staff pointing at it.
Almost.
Bernier.
Yeah, I go back to my bow. I sidestep to get a good angle and lose another arrow.
Roll.
13.
Strikes. Roll damage.
5.
With that, you kill the creature. Describe how you kill it.
The arrow like goes straight to the throat. Bam. Go straight through.
It
Great
goes.
shot,
Reach no
Bernie.
more.
The creature starts getting enveloped by the large vine creature bulbous thing, and it starts collapsing its wings onto it,
As it's falling,
crushing.
I'm stabbing the griffin in the head. You see that? I'm killing it.
Guys, now we need to deal with this Tangle monster.
Zinni, that's your job. Deal with
Xenia
her.
goes, grab that flask that you dropped over there and go ahead and douse them.
Shoot my
Yeah.
sword and jump off the monster. Run towards that
I
flask.
go,
Burn
yeah, I go
in.
to the flask. Yeah, I go to the flask to grab it and throw it at the monster. Well, I'm
You
gonna go
just
real close.
heave it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna real
No
close.
problem. It is a stationary item.
Hmm.
You hit it, the flask breaks against the cage.
Why did I
Then
fire?
yeah, get me some fire.
Xenia goes ahead and firebolts it.
I wish I knew that you could do that earlier.
Wow, you were on the monster. Like you would have.
I'm full of surprises, she says.
Indeed.
Saw that.
Hey, Hank, are you all right?
You hear the thing,
Hank,
you
you
hear
right?
bubbling and just a weird kind of stench coming from it as it starts smoking.
That's a nasty smelling monster.
Well, that's a good thing.
Arak
taken
says,
care of.
Get
well,
that
we
grip-
did good, boys.
That's right.
See, my plan went as no problems.
Hank, you all right?
Can't believe it worked so well.
I think I'll make it. As
Eat
I
some of
those
pull
berries.
myself off the
Hank
ground.
looks terrible.
Get some
I'll
of those
make it,
berries.
guys.
I got a couple. I had 5. A guy ate 2. Burn ate 2. Hank, did you eat that one I gave you earlier?
No, I had one.
Well, now look in my pocket, see if I have any more. Got some lint.
Xenia shakes her head and goes over and passes Hank 2.
Oh, thank you, Zen.
She's growing on you, Hank.
That's because I'm good looking.
There you go. That fucking griffin. That's for Mick,
You
man.
do that. Let's get that griffin's head.
Yeah. That griffin's head?
Yeah, griffin's head. That's an excellent trophy. It's dead
Yeah.
already, but let's take the head and make sure it's dead.
Hank, you got your axe?
Yeah, I'm leaning on it for support, but rest in peace, your friend, man. Hopefully,
We still got to go.
hopefully he's
we still
looking
gotta
down
go up
at
there.
you.
We'll
And
go-
your
we'll find it.
captain. Your captain too, no?
My
You
captain
guys,
too.
wait a second. This job's not done. That's just the griffin. We got to go get the egg or the hatchling thing.
Are we still doing that?
I know, man, but he's he's the one that took your friend,
Yeah.
my captain.
Your captain sounds like a great guy.
Xenia
Griffin,
looks
yeah.
at you, at Hank. Are you going to eat those or what?
I'm just,
Eat your
Take
berry,
one,
man.
you get 4 points back. Arak goes, see, she's trouble.
That's the opposite of trouble, Rock.
Yeah, that's no one knows what you're talking about.
She's keeping me in line, guys.
Well, I'm glad someone does. You know, I'm going to tie that axe to your hand. Keep losing your weapons.
All right, let's load up that fucking griffin head on the cart, and then let's head east toward those peaks where the griffin came from.
Let's do it. I'm feeling better. Thanks, Zen.
So with the griffin's head on the cart, the body of everything smolders away, creating a inky black smoke in the air, traveling quite high up.
Oh, we need to get the cage back too.
The monster burnt up. It's fine, right?
Do we clean the crate now?
I'm not cleaning. You gonna clean the cage? I'm not cleaning the cage. Just throw the griffin head in there.
Yeah.
What if there's like, do we need the crate? What if it's an egg, we don't? If it's a youngling?
Well, what if?
No, we need the eggs, so we don't need the cage.
What
We
if
needed
there's no
the cage for the beast.
Listen, I'm the captain for a reason. What if there's no eggs and there's only hatchlings? That's why we need the cage.
There's no
All
eggs.
right,
No
well, if
Yeah,
by any
the
chance
hatchlings
that there's halflings, then we'll
You're gonna come
the
back
other
and
thing,
get the cage?
we can just tie them down. We have rope. We have plenty of rope. Just tie them down.
Look how big this bird is. A hatchling's probably as tall as me.
Dude,
You
Brittany
notice
has
a
chains.
group of people off on the other side of the bridge coming out from the area. You do see the lovely peony priestess and a number of other people.
Yeah, Xenia, that's your friend.
Right. That's my future wife.
And that's where we'll leave it.
Dope!
Good job. Woohoo!
Wait,
All right.
sir.
Well, that was kind of a crazy situation.
That's pretty wild. Sets up the
Can't
next
believe that
session.
guy.
I like it.
I survived.
I'm trying to take all your glory on the way down. Looking at me, I'm doing it.
Hank, you get to second level for sure. So
Woo!
you have gone up a level.
I
And
can't believe I missed those two throw, man.
I will give you all your accumulated experience points when we're off the channel and everything. Awesome, guys. That was pretty good. It was an interesting bit of a romp.
Yeah.
In the dark.
I thought there was gonna be something even deadlier in the bog. I'm waiting for super deadly to show up.
Man, I can't wait for us to be like in a city for once and do some city
Can't wait for the
stuff.
next episode already.
Yeah, it's a little different. For those who are watching and checking it out, I have a few episodes, prelude episodes that I'm going to be uploading with a little bit of commentary and explaining how I've changed up my game mastering as things progressed, kind of as a, so you have an idea of what I was trying to achieve and getting myself kind of more out of the player's way when it comes to them doing what they want to do.
I honestly think you're getting better and better each time we do this session.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate that you forgot to spell Castle Keeper correctly.
Yeah.
I just
What?
noticed
Oh boy.
I just noticed it. I just noticed it.
Isn't that a shadow thing to do?
Hey, let's not do this. Come on now.
Well,
I thought it was a good session. I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
Good
it was
enough.
a really
Yeah.
fun session, yeah.
Alrighty, cool.
I like-
So
Okay.
that is it for our session for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with the final notes. I'll talk to you guys after the little subscribey thing that I do at the end.
Yeah,
Awesome.
go
Thank
for
you
it,
guys
man.
for popping in, doing this session with me, and thanks for everybody for tuning in. And
Thanks for watching.
we'll catch
Always
you.
greatly appreciated, man. We love putting on a good show for everyone.
I'll put links in on the bottom here in the description for everybody's channels. And until then, hey, since you made it this far to the video at the end, you may as well hit that subscribe button. Because it's free. Honest, it's free. Just go ahead and hit it. I'm learning stuff. You're learning stuff. We all learn together. Subscribe. Just do it.